Oh, just click it
Mark
again.
Gordon.
Just remember to
Yeah.
save it properly. Oh, that's a boss. No.
Oh.
Karen. Oh.
Oh.
Are you the stranger who's messing? I don't know. I can't read that chat.
Oh.
Wait.
Oh.
You're.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Ooh, that boss music though. Hey, it's Karen. Oh, it's always at an E.
Hey, Roan.
Karen.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, let me do hard hitting with this guy.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh.
That was the easiest boss fight of my life, dude.
Yeah. That moment when your minions are a stronger boss than you are.
Oh, it is a blue item. Oh, it's just a leather helmet. You know what? If we're gonna sell stuff, might as well just pick up blues instead. That was an easy boss fight. I thought it would be like super hard. I like the first few bosses. Remember that? Oh my god, we cut infinitely. I guess we're done. I'm going to leave. Okay. Let's just keep going forward.
With very low durability.
Every time, dude. Like every single weapon we found is always low durability. And that, dude, are we like playing? It's like playing Breath of the Wild. But you know how those weapons break almost immediately when Breath of the Wild? It's like the same concept here. Like, oh, 5 uses, you're done. It's gone. Easy boss fight, dude. That's the shortest. Like, I don't know. Wait, where do we go? Oh. I guess I go here. Okay. What do I do here? Oh, there's a lever right behind you. I don't know what's. I push 2 buttons and that's it, and just open pathway up. Oh, there goes a painting. I think I just open those 2 things up and just look around, and you go towards this room. Oh look. Okay, so I guess we keep going this way then. Right? What? Wait. What did we? Did you get anything special from that room?
No.
Well, it's gotta be something in that room then, because there has to be like, and I think because it took us on a loop. But why did it take us on a loop here?
Because we need to get back to the entrance.
But do we have the item we need? Though? I don't think we do.
It wasn't just to kill Karen.
Was it? Did you get any special item from Karen? Because we have not. Don't do we? Oh, we got to go back to that room then. We might not have enough space to pick up the special item from her, Karen. Oh God! I found it. Go back. Come back here. Come back.
I'm coming.
That scared the living crap out of me with just opening this room.
Screw it. There we go.
Yeah, it's right here the entire time. Dude, this no indicate like you gotta go here. Okay. Hmm. Dude, dude, I feel like this is dude. It's like deja vu moment here. Oh wait, didn't we go back in the past?
Yeah.
Dude, this looks familiar, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Of course, you jumped down. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Not the books. Not the wait. I got wait. Oh, that's cool. Not the books. Okay. 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 Hey, Sean, good job.
I found a key. Ah, no,
Did you get a key?
no. Oh God, why are you there?
Sean, you know what? You know what? It's a flashback. This is exactly the flashback moment where we went into the library. And you know how, hey, Sean, come here behind you.
Hold on, I have to go get the key.
Oh, is this, oh, you dropped it?
No, it's in a
Oh.
chest.
Oh, 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 oh.
I know what this tonic is. I just drank it. Stop! Stop! Captain, stop! I don't care. I got the key. Yeah. What? Ah, key. Okay. Alright. Now I return to you. I care not about my croutons.
Dude, I was at like 880 something. I'm like 790 now because the amount of deaths we have. Wait. Where are you? Hey, guess what?
I am back where we come up the ladder into the area. What?
I'm downstairs, by the way.
Okay.
Right behind you? Up here.
Okay.
Sean.
Oh, hi.
You know what your job
Yeah.
is, right? This is exactly
What?
the same.
Oh, reading
Same,
time?
Yep, it's the same exact flashback where we went to library, all those books. But guess what? It's part 1 and part 2 here, dude. So have fun.
Just drop me the books.
Oh wait, you want, okay. Okay, remember you reading, make sure you read in the right order, by the way, because it's 2 different books. Let's say part 1 and part 2. Have fun reading that again. You know what? You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna find my books. So yeah.
Oh, there's multiple of the...
It's part 1, part 2, and part 1, part 2 for like different books.
Oh, wait, that one's in French, that's why.
But it's English actually when you read a text. It's just a translation of the book as in like...
Ah. 12 pages for part 1! Death. This last breath from matter to... null? No, to nil. This ultimate dissociation from the physical body and the spirit haunt us since our birth. Under the whimsical desires of space and time, we are all destined to meet the other side of the mirror. Each of us will one day go through the 3 paths from darkness to light. During childhood, of the dawn of our consciousness, we unknowingly experiment its end. This utter void, this dim hallway, leading to nothingness, like we were attracted by a never-ending abyss. Some remember this feeling. Others try to forget it by living every thrill and experience life can offer them. The latter might be right. Is life not made of information, energy, and materials we can shape to one's need? We were, or so we say, chosen by a divinity to experience his creation. I became doubtful of this, and I sometimes force myself to forget what life in this damned world is truly. Don't we live despair down here? And us prisoners of this universe, are we chosen to stay captive until our time comes? Don't the myths talk about how I'm dying slowly while Stop! Trying to read a freaking book! They don't want me to read, man.
Oh, it's part 3!
No! Why? Oh, hey, I found where the keys go.
I found part 3, by the way, for both books. I will bring it to you shortly. I'm just adventuring around here to see what they have around here. You should go up to a safe place and like not on the main floor so you don't get attacked.
Death leading be raised, not made. Alright. Don't the myths talk about how the gods, by their almighty powers, created worlds to fill them with life to satisfy their need and experiences? Are we the mere toys of their desires? So many cycles have been spent pondering on a myriad of questions, which remain unanswered, leading systematically to this moment where the wariness of thinking takes over our mind. My passive way of living and the satisfaction I get by observing every event and every subtlety that nature gives me to unravel allowed me to live long enough to try and understand what surrounds me.
Wait, you got
But
part 3,
ultimately-
right?
I know.
No. The books, I gave you
Yes,
part 3.
I did, yes.
I found part 5. I gotta find part 4 next.
But ultimately, what do I really know? The only great question that the wise ask and which is worthy of an answer must be this one. I do not pretend to be someone that is wise, but it is an aspect of my being towards which I want to grow. With the experiments recently accomplished, I will account for my love for life and for the art of fathoming death itself. This supreme art, worked through my observations and reflections, is a method that I named alchemancy. It allowed me to transmute matter so well that I could change its state in one of other materials, already known, but much rarer in this world. The vitriol substance I created, and which helped me find the essence of matter itself in order to make anything transparent to true light, might, alas, be of use to answer a simple question. Is there something after death? I am Trismegor Elki, pioneer of mortals in matters of life energy at the verge of death. Alright. One book down. Yeet.
Don't worry, I have found part 5, but I'm not found. Oh, that's probably part 4 right there above you. Hey, come up here. Like, literally go. Hold on, this is tick. Yeah, come over here. This is safe.
I will read.
This is a safer spot for you. This is a safer spot for you.
Fine.
Oh, well, we got.
That's not safe!
Well, just go up the ladder. Just go up the staircase.
I can barely see
Right here.
here.
Let's go up. This is tech. This is lost save. We keep going up just to this floor. I gotta find all the books, but here's part 5.
Yay, it's what I always wanted.
I'm gonna find you part 4 real quick. Oh, right here. I think this is it. No, that's not just regular chess.
Alright, back to reading part 2.
Tough fun.
From the suffering of mourning, mine and others, and following the previous... Okay, you know what? Here. I need to do a thing. I'm going to go to video settings and up my GUI. That way I can read this book easier. Actually, there's a lot that I can see easier now that I've done that. Why did I not do that sooner? Alright. Okay, from the suffering of mourning, mine and others, and following the previous experiments accomplished by our mortal ancestors, I could not resist the temptation of searching a cure for death in its purely physical... That's not safe here, men!
I thought it was safe. You just like spot up there.
In its purely physical form. We are all mortals. Our time runs out as all these other immortal beings fill our world, govern us through the very conception of beginning and end. They have no fear for the time that passes, no emotions or even self-interest. They gain an experience such that they have the luxury of knowing the origin of their own existence. They even have the boldness to say that we are blessed to be mortal and rest. Us, the mortals, are lost in an eternal cycle, a maelstrom of emotions until our last breath. A feebleness that immortals seemingly envy us, to my great disappointment. Immortality? A curse? They have, at least, a prominent sense of irony. Did you find part 4, Min?
Yes. There you go. You're gonna sit here and just watch you read all of it.
Back to the page that I was on. Blessed be more rest. Us, the mortals, are lost in an eternal cycle of maelstrom of emotions until our last breath. The feebleness that mortals seemingly envy us, to my great disappointment. Oh, they have at least a prominent sense of irony. I cannot keep living by ideals forgotten by our ancestors. We cannot coexist with beings this superior to us. They accumulate knowledge as we forget them. It is time for me to transmute our miserable life. However, I know that I could not obtain an easy answer because it probably does not exist. So is life made of complexities, of death, of flesh, of putrefaction, of suffering, of joys and of emotions. But one thing is certain. This life is intrinsically linked to a sort of other world that the elders called ether. It is, according to some images, an energy that we can combine to dehal, but I personally think it has nothing to do with it. I cannot imagine it being different than an etheric flow carrying away souls and bodies which animate us. I was once again thinking about these near-death experiences which intrigued me until now. Some individuals, while facing the precipice of their death, when almost arrived beyond the breaking point, towards the most total unconsciousness, were able to come back to life by experiencing a sort of daydream. On the border between the physical world and this dream, they were surrounded by a soothing warmth, no longer fearing to let go. Those who experienced this phenomenon claimed they could feel themselves fly above their own bodies while seeing all things around them, without, of course, being able to interact with them. I already shiver thinking of hearing the afterlife's whispers. Where the sense fail, where by my work I will deliver an explanation. To do so, I will use all of my time, all of my knowledge, through alchemancy. Another book to be Jotun. Begone. And on to part 3, if I can find it in my ever-cluttered inventory. Alright, take that. Don't need that one. Don't need that one. Don't need that one, because I got that one. Wait. That. Don't need that. Don't need that. Okay. Back to reading. During the first period, I worked in vain on this objective. Entire cycles passed by while I was unable to perceive any sign of progress in my research. I was starting to despair. What unlocked my research on the subject is the fortuitous contact that we had with mysterious beings from outer existence, which we named the 8 Errors. Their origin is so obscure that the thought itself provokes an abyssal vertigo to whom dares wonder. Their presence makes you forget the softness of light. But they also have something that resembles us, attractive and worth of curiosity from this fact. I specifically like immortality as well as another, more prodigious power. These apparitions, even if in a spectral form, have a seemingly human appearance. Their faces express no emotions, neither do their bodies. They seem in no way aggressive except towards those being hostile to them. If a person would be to oppose them, they would demonstrate tremendous violence and limitless cruelty. According to some witnesses, 4 of these beings would be part of the royal family of the mortals, the Angband. 3 would be ghosts of the great sages who are the very root of my work. Saren, Porin, and Samael were their names. They found after the first original cataclysm, and by uniting their forces, the way to preserve the spirit of a deceased inside the body of a living being. The last error is completely unknown to us. It has no human form, it never speaks, but its voice echoes in the chosen one's minds. According to the sayings of one of the beings, which the 8 errors are, an invisible but contagious sadness would emanate from a ghost to those who surround him. I already had the pleasure of meeting one, even if that saying is a bit ironic. Indeed, from its very stealthy meeting, he only offered a handful of answers to my multiple questions. but the small amount that I obtained was enough to ablaze once again the passion I vowed to my research. I'm obviously speaking of this mysterious skill they are gifted for. These beings have the capacity to bring deceased to life. What an incredible coincidence that I had the luck to meet them during my short lifespan. Because it was impossible for my mortal capacities, they first refused to teach me, so I had to simply observe them to instruct myself without them knowing. There's that one yeeted away. On to part 4. As the first war between the mortals and the Eternans began, I strived to ignore this conflict and to pursue my own research to a rhythm which was well above anything I could have imagined. A cycle before. My experience and my knowledge allowed me to obtain help from highly placed individuals in the mortal forces. Some corpses were brought to my operation tables and I could begin my experiments. The corpses came one after another, and the fervor which was mine began to gradually fade with the following experiments. I had, right beside me, beings in total capacity of completing my research. I had to content myself with testing endlessly. The alchemancy also revealed itself to be too slow for my growing expectations. I once again put pressure on my connections to get more from the errors. Reiteratively, I was granted. I obtained from them a strange substance, a rather solid material of which the volume fits in the palm of a hand, of a very dark tint. It is truly hard to define the exact color it reaches. Though the substance did not have the powers I aspired to find in it, I quickly realized its potential by combining it with alchemancy. From this discovery was born my true work. My first great accomplishment was a solution I would create with plants which grow in hot climates and with high temperature crystallized salt. The principal effect of this substance was the fluctuation of its colorimetry, and which reacted to the event of someone's death while in contact with their skin. Something had to interact with the solution, and we are forced to notice that it only reacted when death occurred in every experiment, without any exception. I conclude that my assumption of a life energy was correct. This finding was primordial for my research. I could finally prove that there was an energy which was specific to the mind of a living being, since it was directly linked to my alchemantic substance. I suppose that this energy is the ether I imagined before. Did I prove that the spirit would survive the physical death? I'm not sure yet, but the primordial question at the time for me was to know if I could do the inverted experiment, which means to concentrate this etheric energy to make the spirit of a being whose physical body became lifeless a few minutes came back. This is when the thrills submerged me. What would happen if I succeeded in controlling this etheric energy? Would I become as powerful as the errors? Yeet! One more part to go! The war stopped abruptly with the defeat of the errors. The power of resurrection was forbidden by the Eternans, which feared it. By the same time, I lost my connections, since the immortals did not trust us anymore. My experiments had to wait for a moment, and I kept a low profile on my research to preserve the result of my work, as well as the gift that the errors gave me. As I resumed my research, I took great care that it stayed secret. I fled my native town to seclude myself in a more desertic region, far from the immortals. And despite the number of study subjects that was well below the pre-war one, I still achieved to notice a huge evolution towards my objective. My other pure alchemantic researches were nothing but a bleak memory for me now. In brief, I resumed my task where I left it, the colorimetric evolution of my substance when in contact with dying corpses. I was pushing my experiments far enough as to execute them on my own body, on my own being. What I could unveil with a simple substance, I could now observe with my very own sight. It was like if a tiny etheric energy was gravitating around bodies I now had to control it through space to focus it on a precise body. I did tens of inconclusive tests since I was forgetting an essential
What
element.
the?
Our world's energy, a light source concentrated on a bioluminescent substance mixed with mercury, as always accompanied with the catalyzer gifted by the errors. I prepared the solution of mercury long ago. It was, however, of use to part the gold from any impurities, but added to this catalyzer. Its effect was the one I was looking for. After having found a sudden reaction to this substance, I began to concentrate enough light in order to provoke, for the first time, a vital and physical breath into a lifeless body. And so, it is by allowing the awakening of some persons, deceased since a few minutes, and for a very short time lapse, that I perceived a sort of energy emerging in the room. Was it their spirit? It was thrilling and exciting at the same time. The tested body was wailing, shaking. I could hear its pain in his chilling whispers. A well-chosen metaphor, since the room seemed to become colder as the experiment progressed. I was experiencing new and frightening sensations. I did not know anymore if it was from the ecstasy of being in reach of the grandest discovery of my time, or if it was a side effect of my experiment. Whichever, the lights on my mercury substance diminished until they were out completely. The lifeless body stopped moving. I did not succeed at reanimating the individual, but I touched the goal. The only thing I was missing now was more luminescent energy. And that one's done. Thank God. Can we move on now?
You read all 10 books?
They
I gave you 10 books total. There's two different.
but they said French things.
Oh, so you can't read it?
So they were literally just the same thing, but in French.
Oh, I see. Hey, I found a legendary weapon, by the way, and that does insta-kill these things. Look at this. Come down here. Like, look at this. You see this? You see this guy hitting me? Look at this.
Oh!
This does 62 damage. It has smite on it. Oh my god, dude! I literally killed an enemy right below you, and it was a legendary drop right there. But with that, you have the other key, so we're gonna go. I have to be careful not to use. Yeah, I was doing that while you were like reading.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, I gotta be careful not to use it. It has 32 uses, but I basically it reaches golden X. By the way.
Yeah.
Oh. Dude, I'm having more and more deja vu moments with parkour again in the same exact area.
There we go.
Dude, I'm glad we're not playing with my one friend, because if you're playing with him, you know, he sucks at parkour. Oh, you played with him before when we did a mystery map.
Yeah. Yeah. How about you not, sir? Sir, I'm gonna need you to not.
Okay, I got it, dude. Let's go.
Okay.
You don't have to parkour. Oh wait, you know what? Screw that guy. That guy saved you. Let's go.
Thank you, Sha.
Grand Clef. I think we gotta go back now, right? Yeah, we gotta go back. Oh my god, a legendary weapon that does so much damage. You know what? This actually makes it a lot easier to run through this now. Just me whacking things for you.
Yep.
And I remember correctly, we gotta head back this way. I think this way. No. I remember seeing a gold key somewhere to use. I don't remember exactly where. Let's spread out a little bit and try to find its location. I know there was a gold key we were supposed to use. Oh, that's a boss. Whoops. You know what? Don't worry. I killed a boss immediately. That was the easiest boss fight of all, dude, of my life.
Yeah. You
saw.
have
Wait, do you see the
certainly
H?
lucked out.
You saw the HP just drop.
Yeah, I saw his HP just shrank.
Oh my god, dude! I'm glad I looked back at towards where you were sitting and found this weapon. Otherwise, it would just despawn. It would like, oh, okay. And we're gonna have if we let it despawn, you know what it's gonna happen to comments like, why did you pick it up? You got a legendary weapon.